Hello everyone, myself Mukesh Kumar Pandey from Department of Botany, CUSA Institute of Science, Ashram Road, Ahmedabad, affiliated with Gujarat University. Today we are going to discuss about pollination process in Salvia and Calotropis plant. This topic has been selected from BSc Semester 3 Botany, paper number 202, unit number 3. In the last lectures, we have discussed about the process of pollination, the types of pollination, but today we will talk about specifically the process of pollination in the Salvia and Calotropis plant, which is very peculiar. Salvia is also known as the sac flower. It is of family Labiatae, which is also known as Lamiaceae now according to new nomenclature system. Salvia has got a bilabiate corolla. That means the flower is having the corolla which is having two lips. Two lips are there in the structure of corolla with two fertile epipetalous stamens. Fertile epipetalous stamens are there. Epipetalous means the stamen will be connected to the petal. The stamen is attached to the petal. The filament of the stamen will be attached to the petal. That's why it is called epipetalous stamen. The stamens and pistil remain hidden under the upper lip. The flower is protandrous. Protandrous means the flower in which the stamens will become mature before the carpels. So that flower is known as protandrous flower. So here in this case, the self-pollination is not possible because the maturity time of stamen and carpel is differing. The stamen is becoming mature before the carpels. So the timing is not managed. That's why the self-pollination will not occur. Instead of that, the cross-pollination will take place. And here, particularly with the help of insect, with the help of bee, the pollination process will take place. So protandrous flower is there and the short epipetalous filament of each stamen is connected to the peculiar distractile connective which is long and lever-like. Here in this case the lever mechanism can be seen. So lever-like structure will be produced. It's two unequal arms separating the two anther lobes. Unequal arms are there which can separate the two anther lobes. The basal lobe of the anther is sterile, while the upper lobe is fertile. A slight pressure on the lower anther lobe brings the upper lobe down. So this is the mechanism by which the pollination will take place. Salvia is bee pollinated. Bees alight on the lower lip. The bee is coming, and whenever it will sit on the flower, on the lower lip of the flower, which is present in the corolla, and enter the flower to get the nectar. Now actually at the interior portion of the flower, you can see in the diagram here. So this is the lower lip, this is the upper lip, which you can see clearly. Upper lip and lower lip are there, and stamen is present in this upper lip that you can see here. So this is the structure. This type of arrangement is there. Lever mechanism is there. When the bee will come to get the nectar which is present in the interior portion at the innermost part of the flower. So here the nectary will be there. Nectar is the glandular organ which will secrete the nectar. So bee is coming to get this nectar, and whenever it will enter, you can see the anther will touch the back of the bee, and due to that the deposition of pollen grains will be there from the anther to the back of the bee, and now the dust like pollen grains will be deposited on the back of the bee, and when this bee will visit any other flower and it will enter into it, so the carpel of the flower, the carpel which is present here, which is having the stigma, that stigma will be very close to the back of the bee, and so the pollen grains will be sticked with the stigma. So the pollination process will occur in this manner. So here you can understand. In doing so, when the bee is visiting the flower, In doing so, they push against the united lower anther lobes, thereby bringing down the fertile anther lobes, which dust the bees back with pollens. So now this bee which is having the pollen grains on its back, when it will be going to visit the another flower. When the pistil of the flower becomes ripe, the stigma protrudes out of the upper lip, so that any bee entering the flower brushes against the stigma. So when the bee is going on inside the flower, the friction will be there with the stigma. So the pollen grains which are present on the back of the bee, they will be sticked on the they will stick on the stigmatic surface. So in this manner the pollination will occur in the case of salvia. So this is the mechanism which is known as lever mechanism. Now come on the next slide, in which we are going to discuss about the pollination in Calotropis. We know that the Calotropis plant is of family Asclepidaceae, and the flowers of Asclepidaceae are provided with gynostegiums formed by the union of the prismatic stigma with the androecium. Actually, gynostegium is the part which is produced by the union of stamens, carpels. All the parts will be together and they will form the disc-like structure. So the pollen are in the pollinia. In this case, the pollens will be present in the pollinia. Two pollinia are attached to a glandular adhesive disc at the stigma angle. These sticky discs get stuck to the proboscis or leg of the visiting bees, so that the pollinia are pulled out when the bee moves. When the bee visits another flower, that flower gets pollinated with the sticky pollinia. So in this case, the disc-like structure you can see here, pollinia are there in which the pollen grains are present, and it will be attached to the body of the bee and transported freely with the help of bee, and when it will sit to the disc-like structure, it will be deposited on the stigmatic surface and pollination will occur. So in this manner, the pollination process will take place in the Calotropis, that you can see in the diagram. Thank you so much.